Everywhere in the world, we can observe and be touched by acts of kindness. People from all walks of life, faiths, and cultures extend themselves beyond the call of duty to help others unconditionally. Through their noble deeds, humanity as a whole is elevated. To commend virtuous actions and encourage more people to be inspired by their examples, Supreme Master Ching Hai has lovingly created a series of awards, including the Shining World Leadership Award, Shining World Compassion Award, Shining World Hero and Heroine Awards, Shining World Honesty Award, Shining World Protection Award, Shining World Intelligence Award, and Shining World Inventor Award, to recognize some of the most exemplary, generous, caring, and courageous people who walk among us. Nestled among 8 acres of lawns and trees in Ringoes, New Jersey, USA, Tabby's Place, a cat sanctuary, is a veritable heavenly haven for cats. This sunny, relaxed sanctuary provides spacious, cage-free living for all of its 95 feline residents. Tabby's Place is unique in that it takes in vulnerable cats, such as those who are sick, injured, elderly, or have special needs that no other shelter can care for. The facility also houses its own hospital, providing residents with medical and surgical treatment, and the hospice to provide care for those who are chronically or terminally ill. The sanctuary was built and is operated by Jonathan and Sharon Rosenberg, whose cat companion Tabby developed terminal cancer several years ago. The loss of their beloved friend had a profound impact on the couple and subsequently changed their lives.
I never thought I'd be doing this. I mean, I liked animals, but I expected I'd just be working. I loved computers and programming. I thought I'll just do that the rest of my life. It's a lot of fun. I never thought I'd be doing this. And then when I knew Tabby was going to die, it just changed everything. I never would have expected it. And I thought about what to do because I knew Tabby was going to die, and it was really hard for me. And I thought I should quit, and I thought I should do something really meaningful. And I thought, you know, if I didn't help the cats when I had the chance, I would be really sorry.
Mr. Rosenberg then quit his executive position, and he and his wife built their unique residence for cats. Mr. Rosenberg tells us one way in which Tabby's Place is different from other animal shelters.
My plan originally was to take the cats really that nobody else wanted. And when you do that, of course, a lot of them are going to have diseases. We take all kinds of cats here. When we take cats from the shelters, we don't pick them, the shelters pick them. So sometimes shelters send us young, healthy cats. Sometimes they send us old cats. Sometimes they're sick, and we pretty much don't turn a cat away. My heart always goes to the old ones or the ones that have cancer or diabetes or you know, and those kinds of things. So those are the ones that really get to me, because no one else would take them. I mean, we've taken in a 20-year-old cat. Not many places would take a 20-year-old cat.
Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg have provided assistance to and a home for literally hundreds of our feline friends.
Within a few weeks, I think we'll have saved our 700th cat.
Many hands are required to care for the facility's feline residents. Mrs. Rosenberg next tells us about the gracious help provided by volunteers.
Actually, I coordinate the volunteers. We have about 100 volunteers who come to Tabby's Place and do a variety of jobs. Some help with the cleaning, some help with the socialization, some volunteers do administrative work, and some of our volunteers are cat correspondents. They're matched up with a cat, and it's usually a special needs cat, and they write a monthly update, and then those monthly updates get sent to all of the cat sponsors. So in that way, they're kept abreast of everything that goes on with their particular cat. And so I do that, and that takes quite a bit of time to organize. And I also help with adoptions And I also help with the cleaning because as Jonathan mentioned, there's a lot of cleaning that happens here. And you can usually find me in the laundry room folding laundry, sometimes washing dishes and litter pans, things like that.
Sharon Rosenberg describes how she feels about her and her husband's decision to devote their lives to felines in need.
When you reach the end of your life and you look back at your life and you think about what you've done. And there couldn't be anything better than us helping these cats.
When we return, we will continue our program on the loving care of cats by Sharon and Jonathan Rosenberg. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Animal World, our co-inhabitants, as we continue our profile of Jonathan and Sharon Rosenberg, founders of Tabby's Place, a cat sanctuary in New Jersey, USA. This is a home where all types of cats receive loving care in a cage-free environment.
Do you have any plans for Tabby's Place for the future?
I would love in 4 or 5 years, I don't know, whenever, to be able to add a second building. It's always been part of the vision that there'd be 3 buildings eventually. Maybe 2012, we'd be ready to start thinking of a second building, which would hold maybe 200 cats. I would love to do that.
Touched by their noble, compassionate efforts, Supreme Master Ching Hai recently awarded the couple with a Shining World Hero Award and wrote them the following personal letter. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg, it is with great pleasure and gratitude that we present you both the Shining World Hero Award. This award is presented in recognition of your outstanding, noble, and compassionate efforts toward providing a safe and loving sanctuary for our feline friends, courageously forsaking business success to follow your hearts and thus make our world a kinder place. Through your benevolent generosity and in loving memory of your dearly departed family member, you created Tabby's Place in 2003, wholeheartedly providing medical care and therapy for our furry friends. Your noble mission to rescue and provide a nurturing, cage-free, heavenly sanctuary for stray cats is bringing more unity between the human and animal worlds, due to your shining example of love in action. This honorable endeavor brings abundant joy into the lives of our beautiful co-inhabitants and their newfound caregivers, as approximately 550 cats have been successfully rehomed. Nearly 150 of these animals have special needs and still have been lovingly welcomed into new families. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg, and all the dedicated volunteers at Tabby's Place who generously share their love and their time to assist in the success of this noble, nonprofit, public charity establishment. May heaven bless your gracious and caring efforts with abundant rewards and success as you lead the way forward towards a more harmonious future for all our co-inhabitants. For compassionately striving to shelter, nurture, and nourish the well-being of our feline companions, for benevolently sharing your wealth for the benefit of other beings, and for being dedicated and inspirational role models, we hereby applaud and celebrate the great noble deeds of Mr. Jonathan and Mrs. Sharon Rosenberg, animal lovers with a heart of gold. With great honor, love, and blessings, the Supreme Master Ching Hai. Our association members then presented Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg with a crystal plaque bearing the inscription, Shining World Hero Award from Supreme Master Ching Hai for Jonathan and Sharon Rosenberg, in recognition of unconditional, pure-hearted love and noble, selfless sacrifice, creating a safe and nurturing sanctuary for tabbies in need, blessing our world with heavenly warmth and kindness. with sincere gratitude for your courageous dedication to the care of our feline friends.
Boy,
Oh, it's
beautiful, beautiful.
It is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your...
Very nice.
It's quite an honor.
It's definitely an honor. And
Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg were also given gifts, including Supreme Master Ching Hai's #1 international bestsellers, The Birds in My Life, The Dogs in My Life, and The Noble Wilds, along with CDs, DVDs, vegan chocolates and cookies, and clothing. The final gift was a contribution of $5,000 from Supreme Master Ching Hai for the continued care of the feline residents of Tabby's Place.
that's very generous. That's very generous of her and everyone involved.
Thank you.
Sharon and Jonathan Rosenberg had a message for Supreme Master Ching Hai.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, thank you very much for noticing Tabby's Place from across the world and the work you do for the earth and for the animals in general. We appreciate that very much.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, I just wanted to express my gratitude to you for all that you've done for us here at Tabby's Place. This is just an amazing honor, and you've really touched our hearts, and we are extremely grateful to you, and all of the cats here will benefit from your gratitude and for all that you've done for us. Thank you so much.
We asked the heroes if they had a message for our viewers around the world.
I think maybe the most simple is that people would treat cats and other animals, but yes, by cats, treat cats as individual beings that deserve pretty much the same thing as any other being in terms of care and respect and shelter. The other thing is people spayed and neutered their cats and kept them and their dogs. There'd be less need for shelters. It'd be nice if there were no homeless cats. But
That every cat was with an individual or with a loving family.
Our sincere gratitude goes to Mr. and Mrs. Rosenberg for establishing Tabby's Place, a warm, heavenly haven for our feline friends in need of a home. May Tabby's Place be able to expand in the future in order to provide compassionate care to even more wonderful cats. We also congratulate them on receiving the Shining World Hero Award from Supreme Master Ching Hai. And thank you, kind viewers, for your company on this edition of the Shining World Hero Award Series on Supreme Master Television. Please stay tuned for enlightening entertainment coming up next after noteworthy news. May all beings on earth know nurture and love.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/AW.